Now, listen, you met Kevin Rudd, of course, because today is such a full-on day. Like,
I
you've
can't believe
arrived
this.
in this kind of storm of political controversy. You met K. Rudd, didn't you?
I didn't actually meet him. It was a strange interaction, and it just amazes me by how, like, I love the way you guys treat your politicians here. You treat them actually like they're just another person, not like in America we put ours up on a pedestal, you know, and everybody knows where they are, what they've been doing.
Quite fanatical, aren't they?
So fanatical, and it's uncomfortable. You know, when the motorcade comes to town, if the president comes to town, it changes traffic patterns because the motorcade and everything and helicopters overhead, and it's just such a massive deal. And one day, about 2 years ago, I was running through the park down here, and like along that pond that they drained for a while.
Oh, the torrents.
Yeah, the torrents. And I was running, and I do this weird thing called CrossFit, and I was doing a thing where you run for 20 seconds, and then you walk for 10, and then you run for 20, and you walk for 10, and it's this, you sprint for 20 seconds, and you walk. But I had it hooked up to my iPhone that there's a bell on it that tells me when to run, when to stop, when to run, when to stop. And I'm running down the path, and there's people in my way, and usually people, when you're running and they're walking, they get out of your way. And I was kind of being a little loud, and this guy wouldn't get out of my way. And I'm like, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to like go into the weeds and run around this guy. And as I start to run around him, I look, and he's got like a tracksuit on, and he's wearing one of those coiled earphones that like Secret Service type guys wear. And then the guy in front of him, I look, I can tell he's got like the white hair and everything. And I turn around and look back as I pass him. I'm like, that was Kevin Rudd. And then there's another.
Was he the PM then?
Yes, and there's a woman in front of him, and so there were like three of them with him, and there were only three people. Whereas if this was like Barack Obama, there would have been like 85 people with tanks, and so I go past them, and all of a sudden I hear the bell on my iPhone go ding, and I have to stop. So then they walk past me again, and then I hear ding, and I have to run again, and I run past them again, and then ding, I stop, and they run past me. Now, if this was like Barack Obama, they would have had me locked up in Guantanamo Bay right now. I would be telling you this story from Guantanamo. No, I ran past them like literally 20 times.
That's fantastic.
And it would like, they'd walk past me, I'd run past them.
Did he eventually say anything to you?
Not one word. If I was those security guys, I would have had me on the ground with like a gun in my mouth.
Yeah. That is fabulous.
Yeah. So, good security here.
And what's it like in America at the moment? I mean, with all of your, you know, like I'm obsessed with Callista Gingrich. You know, the hair. Like I just
really?
can't stop looking at
and
photos
how
of
he
it.
wanted to have his open marriages.
Yes.
Yeah, that's.
Why
it's
do you always get these people?
Because it's always the Republicans doing the freaky stuff. Like, I can't wait till they find Rick Santorum dressed in like leather lederhosen on the other side of a glory hole. I cannot wait. Because I just don't like, they're the ones so against gay marriage.
Yeah.
So against it. And then they always end up being gay. And it's like, just stop and admit you're gay and go along with it and live
Be
a happy
gay.
life.
You might get more votes.
Like, there was just this sheriff that came out that was so anti-gay and so anti-immigrant, and then they find out he's gay.
Yeah, and he likes Mexicans.
Yeah.
And
he had his boyfriend was an illegal immigrant.
Exactly.
And it's just
I love
they're
it.
so pathetic of a party. It's like.
But what about Callista Gingrich? Like, everyone, if you don't know who I'm talking about, she's obviously Newt. Like, what's that anyway? Is it Newton? Is that his name, or is it?
Yeah, that is, I guess that's what it is. I don't even know.
Newt.
He has no chance of winning. The Mormon's going to win.
Well, the hair, though, on her, she's the blonde who just looks like the Stepford wife. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Not a hair is out of place. And all she does is this kind of smile, and she looks like she's dead behind the eyes.
She is.
She's bizarre.
She's a Republican. They're not dead behind their eyes. They're dead behind everywhere.
Are people liking Obama? Like, is there... Because, I mean, obviously America now is looking up a little bit more. I mean,
Here's where I'm going to get all nerdy.
Nerdy.
American politics is not about... everything that you see on TV, that we see in America on TV, is entertainment purpose. It's like watching the Kardashians or Jersey Shore. Or it's as real as World Wrestling Federation. What really happens behind the scenes is Mitt Romney has like 65-1 money to the other guys. He's going to win. Whoever has the campaign money wins. So Obama is actually going to have more money than Romney, so Obama's going to win. It's already like a done deal. Unless, they would find him like, on the 50-yard line of the Super Bowl molesting a boy or something that's the only way that'll stop. But whoever has the most money buys the most notoriety because they can buy the most campaign ads. And our Supreme Court passed a law this last year allowing corporations to buy advertising. So like a corporation can advertise against a politician or for a politician on television. They can spend millions and millions of dollars.
God.
So it's just become this giant money game of whoever has the most money. And so the politicians then are owned by these individuals, by special interests.
That would be so fascinating to watch, though. To see these ads.
But it's become, we've lost any sense of democracy whatsoever, and it's more towards fascism. And it's like people go, well, why does America do this? It's like, why do you think? And when people complain to me about America, like America does this, America does, I'm like, you're just as bad to blame as me because you drank Coca-Cola and you drove, a Holden, and they put money in their pockets, and so they control. Like my vote means nothing. I tell Americans now, I'm like, don't even bother voting. It is a waste of your day. Don't even go. Like we don't have the, we don't have
compulsory voting. Yeah.
So it's
he's bloody cool though.
Obama.
Oh my God.
I think
when he sang that Al Green song, literally, I was in a puddle on the floor, just like, oh.
He is a cool guy. A friend of mine just met him. A friend of mine is the co-creator of the Dave Chappelle Show, and he got to go the press correspondence dinner, and he met with him, and it was the day before the Osama bin Laden strike. And he's like in a room hanging out with him, and Obama had just gotten back from touring. Obama. I always mix them up.
Oops.
He had just gotten back from touring Missouri, the floods, I think. And so he had been the floods, and then he had a meeting, and then he had been prepped on the Osama, and then he's meeting all these guys. Then he's doing people always go, oh, the president messed up. Or he did. I'm like, you can't even return your videos on time.
Exactly.
Like, do you know how hard it would be to run a country? 300 million people with a $1 trillion budget. Like, I can't even balance my checkbook. And I have like $1,000 in there. I can't. I never have a right to criticize any of them.
He's so smooth.
He's so smooth.
Smooth.
I think he's smart. And I think
look at him compared to what we've got. I mean, seriously, we've got Julia and Kevin. Come on. And then I look at Barack Obama, and I'm just like, why can't we have one like that?
No, but if you look on our other side, like Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum and Newt, and then Michelle Buchanan, her.
Lisa, what's that one from up north? What was her name again? I've forgotten her name.
What's her name? Sarah Palin.
Yeah, at least she's gone though, hasn't she?
Well, because she made her millions of dollars.
Yeah, of course she did.
She was in it totally for the fame aspect of it. She got fame and fortune, and she was gone. And all these women that bought into it were like, I can relate to her.
She's such a sucker, Mum.
Yeah.
Yeah, she drives me crazy. Hey, we're going to have to let you go. Can you come back,
I'm not leaving.
Okay, don't leave. Stay. I don't mind. You always make me happy. Eddie Ifft is here. You've got to go and see his show. It is absolutely fantastic. Well, it was at least last year. I don't know what this year's all about, but I'm sure it's going to be good. He is on from Sunday night, the 26th of February, right through until the 11th of March. You can get early bird tickets. So is that if you book now? Is that right? Yeah, for $24, I think. So that's quite good if you're on concession, and full for $32.50. Go and check him out. He is fabulous. You can get online, www.adelaidefringe.com.au, or you can call the Fringe number, which you'd think I'd know it off by heart, 1300 374 643. Unreal to see you.
I just twittered that you're my favorite person in the world.
Are you lying?
I swear, look.
Yeah, you're lying.
No, you are.
No, but you're lying that I'm your favourite
No,
person.
I would never go through my whole Twitter scroll and see if I said that about anyone else.
I'm not insincere at all.
No,
Eddie,
look.
Eddie Ifft, we do love him. Come back next week. And good luck on Sunday night. We'll be back in just a second.